estate to real estate. It's Money Matters with Dino.
Why would somebody pick a mediator versus a litigator?
I would say what I most commonly hear from people who call in for the first time is that they either have heard about mediation and they like the privacy aspect of it, because in mediation there are no court dates. So you are basically not airing your or your dirty laundry in a public venue like you would if you're having to go to court to litigate your divorce. But primarily, I would say that most people will call me and say, I think we can agree on things, but we just don't want to spend a lot of money on two separate attorneys. We've heard it's really expensive, and we would rather have the money left over for our children's college fund or for us to be able to start our new lives individually.
Is there a particular group, male or female, that typically pushes for the mediation?
Not that I've really experienced, no. But there are times where obviously one party is going to first contact me.
Sure.
And then I always say, if you talk to your spouse and they would like to speak with me before setting up a first appointment, I'm more than happy to do that. But I'd say about 60% of the time they just set up an appointment and come in, and then that's the first time I'm meeting the other spouse, and I'll just begin by answering any questions that they have. But the rest of the time, the other spouse may be reluctant to do mediation, and so they want me to explain to them why it would be to their advantage to do the mediation. And what I'll tell them is, when you go through the mediation process, I can't guarantee that it's going to be successful, but I do have a very high success rate in being able to successfully complete all of the mediations that I do. And if for some reason mediation doesn't work and it ends up breaking down and you're forced to litigate and hire separate attorneys, you haven't lost anything, because I use all of the same documents, all of the same legal software as a litigation attorney would. So essentially those attorneys are then stepping in and picking up right where we've left off. So if nothing else, you've already saved all of that money to get you from point A to point B, and your litigation attorneys will then take you from point B to C.